Generally, I feel like the black man has been condemned and been cursed in many different ways, right? And to say that the black man don't protect the black woman, that's a strong statement within itself. Because
Wait, can I stop you real quick?
every
Real
black
quick.
man is not the same.
Wait, tell Ali. My point is that the
Ali,
black men don't support
Ali,
us.
hold on one
Every
second.
black
Hold on,
every
Ali.
black man is not the same.
Right. And then she had something that she
Let me
wanted to.
clarify. I'm not saying that black men don't support us. I said they don't support us in the capacity that we support them.
And it still stems to what I said. What type of black men are you attracting? Because, see, that's the real problem there, right? I said this before on the show before when me and Sheriff was dialoguing. And I said, if you go get Day from down the street, and you think Day from down the street is going to support you how he's supposed to support you, is not going to happen. You have to get somebody that's conscious, that's aware, and understands who he is as a king. You can't go get no buffoon. Because a buffoon is not going to be able to tap in and understand he needs to protect the queen. I'm just going to be real, right? I'm not knocking nobody. Because at the end of the day, to each their own. But if I go get Day from down the street, the odds is Day from down the street, he's going to do exactly what Day from down the street is going to do. He's going to be in the streets. He doesn't understand accountability and the responsibility when it comes to supporting somebody, let alone himself. So when you say that, understand that the judgment is who we sleep and who we lay with. A lot of times when someone may say, well, I didn't know he was like this. But a lot of times there's red flags right there before you. Right? And I'm not saying people can't change or people can't grow, but we got to keep in mind who we lay with. A lot of times we got to question that. Not question the man behind the skin tone. Because it's deeper than that.
It is very much deeper than that.
All due respect, right? Because I think a lot of things we have become personal to us. And when we make it personal, we don't see the bigger picture. My cousin said one day it's about attracting frequency instead of types.
Mm-hmm.
We want to attract these types, and then when we get these types, and we get the brother with the do-rag and he's sagging his pants and he hanging out with the blunt, we thinking he goes to take care and be a man. He's not a man.
No, he's not. And you can expect such from a person like that.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is you have validity to everything you said. And it's actually accurate. And then you do have people that will put the quote unquote the white woman that says she's this or she's that, because a lot of times with black women they become difficult. We have to be honest with
that. But black women are labeled difficult because we have to maintain a type of independency. You gotta lead your own house, do everything. Of course, you're gonna label somebody difficult when they're not sitting down, shutting up, and just doing what you telling them to do. When no, I'm not, because I've been leading my own house. But just like, not to even be personal about it, when you in a work field, you can have a black woman in power, and a black man will go, "Oh, who this black thinks she is? She thinks she better than everybody." But then we'll go bow down and do whatever the white woman say. I like stuff like that. It's like you're not supporting in all different aspects. It's not just personal, because if you do, you choose who you lay with, you choose who you know, whatever. But I see it in all walks of life. I watch the news, I pay attention, and it's not just to the velocity of just personal. When you see the Black Lives Matter movement, that's majority black women. You want You want to say when George Floyd died, women. When Sandra Bland died, women. You didn't see a mass amount. I ain't gonna say there were no, but you didn't see a mass amount of men as you did women. So in that sense, I feel like I'm not saying the black men don't protect us or, they don't care about us, because that's not true. But into the capacity that we protect them I don't feel like it'll ever be able to be reciprocated.
That was deep.
Well, we can go back to the point where if we want to look at the late 50s and the late 60s when the black family was in the forefront, that structure has moved away.
Yeah.
Back then, to be honest, the black woman was the black man backbone. She's been that way for years. I'm not going to deny that. As a black man, I have a black mother. I have black cousins. They're queens, and I understand that. When we look at the work environment or wherever it may be, people become difficult with each other because it becomes a pissing contest. When you speak about the black man respecting somebody else over the black woman.
Mm-hmm.
You go back to when the black woman used to be in a household, the black man couldn't even be in a household in order for her to get that money.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So I agree with that 200%.
From each other, right? See, I'm about bringing it together. I'm not about separating because I understand the struggle. The struggle still exists to this day.
Yeah, and that was a condition of our environment. They did that, yeah.
Yeah. And we've been against each other for years. So this is what has us go outside and say something else is this, when at the end of the day, black is beautiful.
Always. Black is gold, baby.
For real. Black is rich. You better stop playing. Yeah.
Listen, wait for
I love it here. Don't get me wrong. I love it here. I'll never ever date outside of my race. I love me a black man. I'm not never ever. I don't care where life take me. No, thank you. But yeah, it's.
I want to say that obviously the topic is something that's of importance based on there's two sides to it. But the reality is we have been so distant, and this has been for a while. We have to get back to finding the root, right? And the root starts with us.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily to do with, the topic that you brought up. I definitely appreciate you for that because it brought up a bigger issue for me. When I sat there and I thought about it, it's not necessarily about the black man protecting the black woman or the black woman protecting the black man. It's about the black community, the black household. We lack structure. We lack discipline. We lack direction. So therefore, it's chaos in the household.
Okay, let me ask you something, Ali.
We put too much on each other, and we don't support each other how we're supposed to support each other.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that has to do with how we was raised.
Yeah.
How to support or to love, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do we figure that part out? Because if I don't know how to love you, I definitely don't know how to support you.
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct?
You're right.
So,
but love comes from self.
You say that, right? Say it one more again.
I said love comes from self. Like,
well, love comes from self, but it has to derive from somewhere. It has to be, like